Willie D Live.
What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you represent. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. I let a few hundred of y'all come in, then I'm going in. But in the meantime, in the between time, I'm going to give some quick shout outs to the early birds because we got a lot to cover in a short amount of time. Connie Hodge is in the building. What's up, Connie? Mr. Cool Millie, what it do? Benjamin, what's up? Who is that? Cameron, what it do? Tony, what's up? What's up? What's up, Ronnie Daniels? What's up, Matthew Ford? Johnny B. Y'all show some love to the newest member of the Willie D Live channel. He's not just a subscriber, he's a member. Johnny B, what up? Who is that? Civil Eyes. Civil Eyes. Don't we need some of that cruise control? What up? Let's see, Miss Lily Blink. What's up, Miss Lily Blink? Ray, Connie Hodge. What's up? What's up? What's up? Dex Dockett. I see you, Chris. St. Louis represent. All right, fam, going in. So as you know, the U.S. and Israel launched a dual attack against Iran in the middle of the night. Caught them slipping. Just about 2 days ago, I did a video talking about an imminent strike against Iran. And there were people in the comments who said that I was fear-mongering. For some reason, if you tell people what's really going on and the news is dire, they get uptight and you become the enemy. They want to shoot the messenger. Family, I didn't have some type of, the skies didn't open up for me to come up with that video. All I did was looked at what was going on. I looked at what Trump had going on with those Epstein files. I looked at what he has going on with trying to circumvent the 2026 elections. And I looked at his temperament and the temperament of his administration, how they have a bully and do whatever we want to do mentality. And how tough he was talking about Iran and how badly he wanted to go over there and do something to Iran. And to me, it was just a logical conclusion that war was imminent. This is the post that I put up. This is the thumbnail. Say, I told straight up, hey man, war is coming. War is coming. So you can live in denial if you want to, but I don't live in denial. I don't want war to come, man. I know what war means. War is costly. War is dangerous. People lose life. War changes lives forever. You have people that could. You never recover from war. You never fully recover from war. So while you might be over here nicely tucked away in your home and in the United States and you're thinking you're straight and you good, you got a war right here on the ground in the United States where you got war with Americans having a war, has waged a war against Americans. If you're not with this party, you need to die. If you're not with that party, you need to die. America's at war with itself and also at war with the world. So war is no longer coming. War is here. Here's Donald Trump bragging about striking Iran. Keep in mind, fam, that there will be casualties on the U.S. side. There will be innocent people who are going to be killed in the Middle Eastern region and abroad. U.S. allies are not safe anywhere in the world because Iran got homies all over the world. They got people who are willing to ride. So they may not be able to go up against the United States, one-on-one, head up, our military against your military, our weapons against your military. But what they can do is wage guerrilla warfare and take out a building, an office building in LA, New York, Houston, with 1,500 people in it, innocent people. They can knock a plane down. They can blow up a train. They can blow up schools. You can't protect against that. That's something you just cannot protect against. Why ignite that fire? Why throw that gasoline on that fire like that? Anyway, fam, let me get this dude off the screen and let's hear what he got to say about attacking Iran.
Time ago, the United States military began major combat operations in Iran. Our objective is to defend the American people by eliminating imminent threats from the Iranian regime, a vicious group of very hard, terrible people. Its menacing activities directly endanger the United States, our troops, our bases overseas, and our allies throughout the world. For 47 years, the Iranian regime has chanted death to America and waged an unending campaign of bloodshed and mass murder, targeting the United States, our troops, and the innocent.
Let me just say this real quick, just really quickly, fam. He's talking about Iran like when they say death to America, they just hating on America. Like death to America just came out of nowhere. Death to America is a response of death to Iran by America. America's chant for death to Iran. Iran has not attacked. I know that the language is out there saying that Iran attacks America. No. Iran did not attack American military bases. Iran defended itself against American military bases and Israeli military bases. Iran is defending itself. It's not attacking nobody. It's defending itself.
People in many, many countries. Among the regime's very first acts was to back a violent takeover of the U.S. Embassy in Tehran, holding dozens of American hostages for 444 days. In 1983, Iran's proxies carried out the Marine barracks bombing in Beirut that killed 241 American military personnel. In 2000, they knew and were probably involved with the attack on the USS Cole. Many died. Iranian forces killed and maimed hundreds of American service members in Iraq. The regime's proxies have continued to launch countless attacks against American forces stationed in the Middle East in recent years, as well as U.S. naval and commercial vessels and international shipping lanes. It's been mass terror, and we're not going to put up with it any longer. From Lebanon to Yemen and Syria to Iraq, the regime has armed, trained, and funded terrorist militias that have soaked the earth with blood and guts. And it was Iran's proxy, Hamas, that launched the monstrous October 7th attacks on Israel, slaughtering more than 1,000 innocent people, including 46 Americans, while taking 12 of our citizens hostage. It was brutal, something like the world has never seen before. Iran is the world's #1 state sponsor of terror and just recently killed tens of thousands of its own citizens on the...
Let's stop right there. Iran is the world's state sponsor of terrorism, of terror? How? How many presidents of foreign countries has Iran been responsible for assassinating? How many presidents of foreign countries has Iran, or how many foreign countries has Iran financed to murder citizens of other countries? How many countries has Iran invaded? The United States lead in every single category. When you start talking about terror, the United States leads the pack by far. No other modern country is nowhere close to having a hand in the destruction and murder of human beings across the globe than America. America is by far ahead. America is so far ahead, America don't mind killing its own citizens. They've killed its own citizens for voicing their opinions, talking about they're going to save Iranians who are protesting. So they have a right to protest. But when we protest right here in America, when we exercise our freedom of speech right here in America, they put us on the chopping blocks. And depending on exactly what the policy is, depending on what the issue is, the situation, they'll even kill somebody who you think they'll never kill. Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk thought it could never happen to him. Man, don't tell me about terror. We got one of the biggest known, most sordid, historical terrorist organization ever known in the history of civilization that is still riding right now, the Ku Klux Klan. They know, everybody know as a terrorist organization, but the United States gave them a non-profit status as a religious group. Come on, man. Get out of here with that.
Street as they protested. It has always been the policy of the United States, in particular, my administration, that this terrorist regime can never have a nuclear weapon. I'll say it again. They can never have a nuclear weapon. That is why in Operation Midnight Hammer,
Man, I can't stand hearing this dude's voice. The lies he tells. Man, how you gonna tell me I can't have a nuclear weapon and you got nuclear weapons? First of all, I got my own country, you got your own country. I do what the hell I want to do in my country. Ain't nobody telling America ever what to do in their country. America is responsible for killing millions of black people, millions of his own non-black citizens, millions. Ain't nobody ever came over here and imagine somebody trying to tell America, you're going to do what we say or it's going to be a problem. Nobody tells me what to do. I wish an enemy would try to tell me how to handle myself and what kind of weapons I can have and how I can defend myself. Do you You know how ridiculous that sounds? Your enemy telling you how much weaponry you can have, what you can use to defend yourself. Ain't nobody ever told America that they can't build more bombs and have more nukes. America doing whatever the hell they want to do. They constantly building up its military program. Think about what I'm saying, fam. Imagine you got a real enemy, and your enemy tell you, say, look, I know you better not have no guns in that house. You better not have no guns. You better not have no knives. The only thing you can have is sticks. If you ever get mad at me, you better just have some sticks. If I find out you got a gun in that house, it's going to be a problem. Man, get out of here.
Last June, we obliterated the regime's nuclear program at Fordow, Natanz, and Isfahan. After that attack, we warned them never to resume their malicious pursuit of nuclear weapons, and we sought repeatedly to make a deal. We tried. They wanted to do it. They didn't want to do it. Again, they wanted to do it. They didn't want to do it. They didn't know what was happening. They just wanted to practice evil. But Iran refused, just as it had.
So let me get this straight. If Iran pursues their nuclear program, they're practicing evil. But if America pursues its nuclear program, or as America pursues its nuclear program, is practicing protection, safety.
As for decades and decades, they've rejected every opportunity to renounce their nuclear ambitions, and we can't take it anymore. Instead, they attempted to rebuild their nuclear program and to continue developing long-range missiles that can now threaten our very good friends and allies in Europe, our troops stationed overseas, and could soon reach the American homeland. Just imagine how emboldened this regime would be if they ever had and actually were armed with nuclear weapons as a means to deliver their message. For these reasons, the United States military is undertaking a massive and ongoing operation to prevent this very wicked, radical dictatorship from threatening America and our core national security interests. We are going to destroy their missiles and raise their missile industry to the ground. It will be totally, again, obliterated. We're going to annihilate their Navy. We're going to ensure that the region's terrorist proxies can no longer destabilize the region or the world and attack our forces, and no longer use their IEDs or roadside bombs, as they are sometimes called, to so gravely wound and kill thousands and thousands of people, including many Americans. And we will ensure that Iran does not obtain a nuclear weapon. It's a very simple message. They will never have a nuclear weapon. This regime will soon learn that no one should challenge the strength and might of the United States Armed Forces. I built and rebuilt our military in my first administration, and there is no military on earth even close to its power, strength, or sophistication. My administration has taken every possible step to minimize the risk to U.S. personnel in the region. Even so, and I do not make this statement lightly, the Iranian regime seeks to kill. The lives of courageous American heroes may be lost, and we may have casualties. That often happens in war. But we're doing this not for now. We're doing this for the future, and it is a noble mission. We pray for every service member as they selflessly risk their lives to ensure that Americans and our children will never be threatened by a nuclear-armed Iran. We ask God to protect all of our heroes in harm's way, and we trust that, with his help, the men and women of the armed forces will prevail. We have the greatest in the world.
So God is with the United States, but He's not with Iran. Like, so God just picking sides now. Like, you know, I'm rocking with Iran. No, I'm gonna rock with I'm gonna rock with the United States. You know, the United States, because I'm God, and I'm supposed to love everybody. I created everybody, but this is my favorite country over here. I love Americans more than I love my Iranian children. Fuck out of here with that, man. Get out of here with that. Who you think you're talking to? Who you think you're talking to, bro? This is madness, man. This is madness. Fam, let me remind you, they were in the middle of negotiating. They were in the middle of a negotiation. And as far as Iran knew, that they were making progress. They were making progress as far as they knew. And next thing you know, the United States and Israel do a sneak attack in the middle of the night on Iran. Check out what one of the Iranian leaders said about this sneak attack.
Almost all officials are safe and sound and alive. We may have lost one or two commanders, but that is not a big problem. We are actually managing it. We are handling the situation. I don't know why the U.S. administration insists to start a negotiation and then in the middle of negotiation attack the other party. Today happened exactly what last June happened. We were in the middle of negotiations, and and it was interesting that this time we made a big progress. So I don't know why, while we were progressing in our talks and we had made good, achievement, and a deal was at our reach, why they decided to attack us.
So American politicians love to invoke God in their wicked actions. They love to, no matter what they do, if they just say at the end, and God bless America, all of the dummy God lovers be go like, yeah, man, all right. I said the dummy God lovers, I ain't said the smart ones. All they got to do is just say something about God, and it don't matter what wicked stuff they're involved in. Americans give them a pass. These people are not godly. They are closer to the devil. They're way closer to the devil than they are God. The things that they do are not godly. They're devilish. They're in way closer proximity to the devil than they've ever been to God. These people don't even believe in God. They use God because they know you'll drop your defenses. They know you'll drop your guards. All they got to do, they know that God's word is so strong that if they invoke that word, you will drop your guards and allow them to rob you blind. They know this. It don't matter what they do, no matter what they say. She's ugly, she's stupid. That concludes our meeting. And I want to say that we will prevail. The United States will prevail. God bless America. God is not blessing America, man. I hate to tell you. God is not blessing America. Not the God I know. God ain't blessing America. Do you see what's happening to America? America is slowly imploding. You can't see that. Because you're brainwashed. If you can't see it, that means you're brainwashed. And you're so lazy, you're too lazy to do your own homework. You're too lazy to do your own research. So you sit back and you just listen to these damn lying ass politicians. And whatever they say in your mind, That's the trajectory we're on. You good. Man, we in trouble, bro. We in trouble. This dude got 3 more years to finish off America. The damage he causes is going to be so catastrophic that it may take 100 years, 200 years to recover. And I'm going to tell you one thing. Voting, even if you get him out, voting for a new president, putting somebody new in there, even if it's the greatest president of all times, is not going to reverse these policies and the damage that he's done in these 1 year or 4 years. If he can make it to the next 3, make it through the next 3. One person is not going to be able, 4 years, 8 years, it's not going to be able to reverse the damage that he's done. Even if you reverse policies, you still have to think about the damage he's done to the minds of Americans, the people who follow him blindly, the people who have accosted, abused, murdered people who didn't share their beliefs because of something Donald Trump said. It's going to take a reset button. And that's sad, fam. Our children, our children and grandchildren, they're not going to inherit. They're not going to inherit a harmonious place. They're not going to inherit a country that's full of love and hope. They're not going to inherit that. We are leaving this country in shambles. People like Donald Trump, he talks about how he's doing this for the future. He's not. He's doing everything that he's doing for right now. The get back is right now, everything that he can get for himself and his buddies. It's about right now. And if it is about the future, it's about his future, not yours. This country is not being blessed by God and nobody else.
And they will prevail. To the members of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard, the armed forces, and all of the police, I say tonight that you must lay down your weapons and have complete immunity, or in the alternative, face certain death. So, lay down your arms, you will be treated fairly with total immunity, or you will face certain death. Finally, to the great proud people of Iran, I say tonight that the hour of your freedom is at hand. Stay sheltered. Don't leave your home. It's very dangerous outside. Bombs will be dropping everywhere. When we are finished, take over your government. It will be yours to take. This will be probably your only chance for generations. For many years.
God damn. To the people of Iran, freedom is coming. Stay in your house. Bombs will be dropping everywhere, including on your damn house. They're not going to tell you about all of this collateral damage. They're not going to tell you about all of the innocent people in Iran, including those 50-something little girls who were killed at the girls' school today. They're not going to tell you about all of that. They're going to grossly underreport civilian casualties. That is what's going to happen. The people of Iran, you need to understand that they're not going to be any more liberated when the West takes over than they was when they was under their current leadership or former leadership. They will not have a more prosperous country. The United States has never left a country better off than it was before it invaded it. You can't look at no country. Look at Libya. Libya is still in shambles. They killed Gaddafi years ago. The people in Libya had free health care. They had free housing. They had free school, all of this stuff. And they went over there, the U.S. went over there under Barack, at the behest of Barack Obama or his handlers, and bombed on Libya, killed Gaddafi. And Libya ain't been the same since. The people of Libya is suffering. They're starving to death. But they bombed on Libya in the name of liberation, which they always have to do because they have to always make it seem like it's the regime and not the people. We love the people. We love y'all. So that's why we finna tell you, we're gonna bomb y'all water supply. We're gonna bomb the food supply. We're gonna bomb your streets. We're gonna bomb the schools that you went to. We're gonna destroy everything about your heritage. We're gonna tear up your culture. We're gonna destroy everything, your churches, your mosques, everything. We're gonna decimate everything. And we're gonna leave y'all to rebuild and deal with it. We'll go in after we decimate everything, and we're going to use our contractors to rebuild it. As we rebuilding it, we are going to put somebody in office that we can control. We're going to put somebody in there that we can control. That person is going to do whatever we tell them to do. And so if any country that has ever feel like their country, their leaders are not treating them fairly, you better look at history and what history says. Damn what's coming out of Trump's mouth. You better look at history. History tells us that you are going to be worse off if the United States gets involved, because the United States is never coming to your rescue because it loves you or out of the goodness of its heart, or because it wants to liberate you. The United States is only coming for your resources. The United States wants your resources. The United States wants your land so it can set up shop. So it can set up military strategic posts in order to get at its enemies, so it can be in closer proximity to its enemies. You got to be a damn fool if you believe one word coming out of dude's mouth. Family. Whoo, man. Let me get this fool up here. This is bad. This is bad. But it's going to get a whole lot worse. China Carter, I appreciate you working at the moderation, keeping the trolls at bay. Family, I know you don't feel it because you can't hear the bombs. You don't see anybody running up and down the street bleeding. You don't see bodies on the ground. But this has a direct impact on your life. No more talk.